Hello everybody, Forsmant is here again, now with T4, the small one, the smallest one. Easy to deploy, as an EDC, absolutely great, even if the handle is a little bit shorter than I wanted. I think if there will be just 5mm more, maybe 10, I mean 1 centimeter, it will not break the size that much, but the handling will be much more comfortable. So T4, we know details. What I've learned, because as you can see I did some job on it. I tried to take out the secondary bevel. It is sharp enough. It is my EDC now. As I said, I'm really surprised what this small knife can do. Basically, if you got the narrow blade or even recurve, but don't have any tracker, and you won't have some kind of tracker, I mean some spirit of tracker, but meant into physical things, then this is a really great choice. But problem is it is really expensive for such a knife made of 1095. That's the otherwise this knife is really, I mean, nicely done. And when I said the tracker spirit, what I mean by it means the saw. You got a saw. You got a curved blade, which can really slice, and you got a hook. This part, unfortunately, seems to me in all the trackers exclude the bark river because there is a hollow grind. The worst part of the blade is this. So actual draw knife is the worst part of the knife because it is too short to have long way to slice something, you know what I mean. So what I've learned about the knife, as I said, is easy to carry, light and multi-purpose. But if you need to slice, say you're gonna slice bread, you know, you are in nature, you wanna do some camping, you know, prepare food, everything you must not need, but you must use to prepare food is simply the round blade, because you can't slice something like that, because this you can't, simply you can't. So you must start with the teeth and then do basically these movements. So guys, so you need to always slice like this one, which is a little bit annoying, and simply it is like that. But it did, as I can say, it determines the tracker. That's the point. So that's why I'm not sure if and when I seen this model of tracker, I said, oh, not exactly good because of that, and it is true. But what I found, what I said is it is great knife, is because simply all these things around are great. And I'm not saying you can't use this. You of course can, you know, slice rope, and you know, you do like normal slicing. That was great actually. So let's go for it. So what, as I said, when I'm talking about spirit of tracker, saw, rounded edge and tooth here. The draw knife will start with it. Is it chopper? Of course not. It's very light, but it has the feeling. It has the feeling of the tracker. So as you can see, I can do it, I think, half here, because it's springing. Have a look for the initial chop. Second was how it springs, but the first, this is the first one, guys. See the first here? It is it nearly finished that, but then it fall and start to spring. But you can see how deep the chop went. Of course, this is nothing, this is thin branch. But what I want to say, there is still a feeling of the tracker. Compare, of course, with the size and weight. So you got it there. So I can use it. I can use it for it. I can baton it, I know. Of course, it is losing, it is going out of my hand. Well, so it was hard, but still, why I did it, you can do it. You can do it. That was the point. You can do it. I will not recommend it, definitely. So, the small branch, of course, so nothing really hard. If I want to show, so then this is the hook, and then it stops. If you use this, use the turning, then of course it is all right, and there's no problem. Because the size, this knife, as you see, Wingman and the guy from Condor, I can't remember, they always sliced with the knife. Sorry, I'll take off all these scraps here. See how it's springing? I know what I do, so maybe I'm looking like idiot now, what I'm doing with the knife, but I wanted to do it in that way for you. Well, of course, with the batoning, I'm always starting the batoning here, not here. Very easy. Very easy. This is it. So, when you see the guys, I'll do it on this one. When you see the guys, what they did, they always used the round when they hold the knife like this way. And simply, it works. Of course, it must, because the rounded edge makes the slice for you. Now, sorry, I'll finish it in this way. They didn't change the grind, as I remember. But it is, it makes me tired, because you using your wrist in not really good way. Of course, with the straight edge, it will be done very fast. So now, because I did some reprofiling, as I said, so I can hold the knife like this way, and as you can see, because I can use the power, my pinky is out of the knife, it's out of the handle. So that was easy. Now if I use the thumb pressing from the back, each of these slices are in different feeling. So the first time when I did this one, you know, I can do it more easy because the curvature do the work for me, but it takes time, as you can see. When I do this one, I can slice, really use the full power, which is good, but because the steep angle, it takes the angle out, so that's why it always the slice looks like that. If I use the thumb, I more concentrate and keep the angle I want, so I'm going into center more and staying there. So this one is somewhere between tiredness and effectiveness with this. So this one is easy, takes a long time. This one is I can use whole power, but I need to do a couple of strokes, of course. And this is like for precision work. So I really concentrate the angle, and I will lead the knife when I want, basically. Something thicker. Let's say I want to do the notch. I will do it really with this normal slicing. And as I said, this is oak. This is not some easy wood. This is not spruce or something like that. This is oak. I am not saying this is really hard, but this is definitely now somewhere in the middle. So imagine, this is one of the smallest knife I ever had. So it's very light and very small. And I am doing this one with the draw knife. And I can do it. Well, about the saw, there is just few teeth, 5 actually, but it should work. That's why I hope, that's why they are there. Yes, that's what I don't want it. So, just taking out this. So, is it necessary to have it? Probably no, but it is help. Yes, it is. Now I will do it on the table, and you will see, and I will see the feeling. I didn't use the saw. Yeah, this is very first time I'm using the saw on this knife. So. Well guys, tell you now, I'm surprised because with the T3 this movement was hard for me. I don't know why, but I expected much more less work with this. I mean, this knife will work not as good as the on T3 or the others, because I think I spoke it in my room review. I feel these corners a bit dull, more dull than the others because they are sharp. But this one, I said, oh, and even they look like rounded. I mean, just a bit. They are definitely not rounded, but the feeling. But hey guys, just have a look. It is nice and clean slice. If I will spend the time, I will go through. Very easy. So that surprised me, and basically I'm glad for it because that's why I got this one. That's why I'm keeping it. This is dry. This is dry. I don't know if you can see that, because if I want to have some I want to have some kindlings or something or some small. Yeah. There's not so many of them. This is just for demonstration, but I don't know if you can see, these are from the wood. It is hardwood. It's just not, but have a look how it works. Very good, guys, very good. So if we need to scrap some these kindlings for something, definitely the saw can do it. And if you need to do small notch with a 90 degrees angle, it can do it. Well, I'm surprised even more. The tip, same as the with the T3, I will try to do some small holes. Well, this knife surprised me even more. This is it. This is the small. Is it? But I spent much more less time on it than with the T3, and I think because this knife is nice to handle. I don't know how to say it better, but it really surprised me. Really surprised me. And what I didn't say, of course, I will do some. You've seen some another things with the chops. I already did it, but I will do another one. But I can imagine this knife still in the smallest model, where is T2. There is T2 is, I think, exactly 5 inches blade. This is 8 something, 8.8 or something like that. So if this knife will be, say, exactly 4 inches, I mean from the handle, so it will be somewhere that longer, and you will spread, you will have same design. You will put 6 millimeters more here and 6 more here, say 12 millimeters, or something you put a little bit more here and a bit less here, and you make the handle longer. This is 8 millimeters, I think. This is 8 centimeters longer blade, a longer handle. And if you put the 2 more, so you will have full grip with this design, not 3 notches like on T1, T2, T3, just these 2, 1 and for the rest of the fingers. And you will use a better steel. I mean, the tops 154 cm could be alright. Why don't go over CPM 3V? You will have still, and you can use the same thickness. That's important. A little bit longer. Simply don't make that angle steep. So put it 2-3 millimeters back. Well, guys, maybe that will be the best of the trackers. Why? Definitely not for the chopping ability, because there will be really lack of power, you know, because it will be still light. But that's why, because it will be light but short, but not that short. It will be still EDC because it will be 20 centimeters, 8 inches overall, which is, I think, still good. And it will slice like hell. It will be strong, and it will serve with this purpose what the tracker is meant to be. I mean, the saw, tip, rounded blade, you got a hook, and you know, the grip fine, everything. So So make some knife in between this T4 and T2. So something a little bit bigger, but less than T2 is. This is great. This is definitely a great knife, but I think that that knife will be even better, because that will be full EDC knife. Full, I mean, it can serve you more comfortable, because for the full grip and everything, you know, these things. And with better steel, of course, is better steel. I didn't say, and that's something. What I want to say, this knife, because the handle is too, I said, tiny and thin. This is, I did these slices. This is the grip which can serve okay, but if you want to have more power and more control, use the reverse grip, even chest pull. Why? Because, sorry, when you hold the knife, this angle keep the knife in same position, and you got really strong grip. You got the knife here, you feel the knife here and here, and if you hold in the knife like this one, you can feel the power there. So this is a small one, and I can really pull and use the whole power there, and even the slices are not that long, they are really powerful. I feel the knife bites in the wood, and really. So this is it. I'm keeping the wood there. Of course I can slice it out, but I don't want it for you. Well, what is it? And it was comfortable. That's the point. I can do it, of course. I can do it in a normal way, but this one was comfortable and secure. Not only me, for you know, if I'm around, you know, people around, and so I don't want to slice. So this is really, and I got a strong grip. I can do it on the other models, but definitely this knife, because it's light, so you got really control about it. So this is really great. And now I think last, because I will do some chopping, I mean batoning, going through some bigger piece. Imagine this is over 3 inches a longer blade overall from the handle. So not that long. So I will go through something, and then I will baton. I said that knife, sorry, about 1.5 inch is enough for such a small knife. Is springing there. Trouble by doing this way. So this is it. This is oak, as I said. Sorry. When you baton with small knife like this one, I mean thin, sometimes you can feel how the knife bites in, and because the structure of the wood is turning, sometimes the knife won't change the angle because the wood simply, the knife is, when it's going inside, it is turning itself. And if you got some thin blade like this one, sometimes you need to have soft grip. Why? You need to go in the way of the wood. If you will hold it really strong, you can break it, because the knife say wanna go in some way, and you wanna hold it strongly in way you wanna go, it will simply break. But if you got soft grip, you feel it, and then you just let it go where it wants to, and just keep the angle and the pressure or power still just go through that in that easy way as you can. As you can. This is why I will do the review or a video about the batoning, because I think there are a couple of points in this. Just have a look. This is really thick branch, but so you feel the shape, the rounded shape, as you need it. So now I'm in full. See, and the draw knife now doesn't work that good as the curvature of the blade. That's the feeling. That's why I got always one of the tracker with me, because the belly is absolutely great. I don't have another knife which don't have, which have the belly like that, and you can use it for some these tasks where the belly excel. I will talk it in a later video about the tracker's concept. So this is it basically. Oh, sorry, I didn't batoning. Well, I don't want to baton to hold this piece because it is really long and unneeded. So there is a couple of knots. So this is the original, and these are the pieces and off it. So it is not dry, as I said, but basically if you need it, you can do it in this way. So this is it. This is about the T4 tracker. Great company knife, as I said, for any straight edge, narrow edge, longer blades, which don't have this as a tracker advantages. Tooth here, belly, and the saw, because even with a small knife, you can do lots of things with a small knife. Of course, I seen some guy with it. I think it is unnecessary. If I do small things, I know that I can do bigger things, but it takes time, and you know what. So my recommendation for this knife is definitely don't underestimate this knife, as I did first time, because it can really serve very good as a company or EDC knife. Of course, the tracker design in basic concept, so basically all around survival knife. No, it's, you know, small, light, and all the things you can imagine. T1 original, once more, and T4. So you can see the difference. Thank you for your attention. Have a nice time and see you next time. Bye.